こんにちは、ゆうこ先生です。This is a sample lesson of my online course, Japanese 1. Right now, when you join my email list through the link in the description, I'll send you the coupon code for you to sign up for Japanese 1 with 34% off. I'm not sure how long I can keep running this discount, so if you want the course cheaper, please join now.I am sorry if the promotion is no longer available by the time you're watching this video. I hope you enjoy the lesson. では、始めましょう。In the previous lesson, we have learned how to pronounce the glide combinations. For instance, milk in Japanese is 牛乳 and it has two glides in it. One is 牛 and the other is 乳. Here you see two consonants, G and N, that are not paired with any vowels. When a consonant is without a vowel and is followed by either ya or yu or yo, that's a glide combination. To pronounce it, you have to insert the vowel E after the consonant like this, and then try to pronounce the two sounds together.So for the first combination, you pronounce gi and then yu together and go like this. Giyu, giu, giu. For the second one, you pronounce ni and then yu together and then say niyu, niu, niu. Since glide combination takes one beat to pronounce, this word has 4 beats.So milk in Japanese is 牛乳牛乳牛乳 And when you spell glides in hiragana, you have to make the ya or yu or yo in the combination smaller in size. So 牛乳 looks like this in hiragana. 牛 with small u, u and new with small u and u. 牛乳 So that was a review of glides that we have learned in the previous lesson. Today we are going to learn how to pronounce a word like this one. Nissan. You know Nissan, right? It's the name of the Japanese automobile company, but take a look at the spelling.There's one consonant S which is not paired with any vowels. And unlike glide combinations that we just reviewed, it is not even followed by ya or yu or yo. Then how do we pronounce this word in Japanese? That's what we are going to learn in this lesson. Okay, let's begin. Here you see two consonants, SS in sequence, right? We call the sequence double consonants. It doesn't matter if the sequence is SS, TT, KK, PP, or any other consonant. When it comes to double consonants in Japanese, there's only one way to pronounce it. Let me show you. So in this example of Nissan, there's one extra S in it. There are two things that you need to remember regarding this extra consonant. Point number 1, you don't pronounce the extra consonant. Point number 2, even though you don't pronounce it, this extra consonant still takes one beat when you pronounce the entire word. So that means you need to place one beat of silence for this extra consonant. So that word Nissan has 4 beats like this. And if I pronounce Nissan slowly, it's going to be like this. Ni-sa-n, Nissan. It's not Nissan. It is Nissan, Nissan. So this is what you need to remember about Japanese double consonants. No matter what the consonant is, the one extra consonant takes one silent beat in the pronunciation. What about this then? Can you figure out how to pronounce this word? Here you have the double consonant TT. So how many beats do we need to pronounce this word? Right. You need 3 beats. き、て、き、て、き、て、き、て。きって means postal stamps. How about this one? Can you pronounce the word correctly? There are double consonants of PP here. Okay, here's the answer. This is すっぱい、すっぱい. And you need 4 beats to pronounce this word. すっぱい、すっぱい、すっぱい. すっぱい means sour in Japanese. From here, for those who already know hiragana, I want to show you how to spell a Japanese word with double consonants. If you don't know hiragana yet, don't worry about it. You can simply skip this section, okay? In case you are interested in learning hiragana, I have a complete hiragana lesson on my YouTube channel. You can find the information in the description box. Okay, let's use 酸っぱい as an example. As you already know, this word has 4 beats, right? Let's change each one into hiragana. So this is す. Pa is hiragana ha with a tiny circle, and I looks like this. Now we need to do something about this one extra consonant P. And then this is what you do. You place a small-sized hiragana tsu here. This is the spelling rules that you need to remember when it comes to double consonants in Japanese. For the extra consonant that is not paired with a vowel, you always have to place this small tsu. You do the same no matter what the consonant is. It doesn't matter if the sequence is PP or TT or KK or something else. To spell any double consonants, you place the small tsu for the extra consonant. By the way, you do the same even in katakana spellings, okay? When you have double consonants in a katakana word, you use the small tsu for the extra consonant. And in this particular example of 酸っぱい, this is how the word looks in hiragana. So what about Nissan? How do you spell Nissan in hiragana? Okay, this is how you spell it. Ni, small tsu, sa, and n. Nissan. Again, you place the small tsu for the extra consonant, which is the consonant S in this case. Okay, let's try another word. Can you spell this in hiragana? 結婚、結婚。結婚 means marriage in Japanese, and this word has double consonant KK in it. Can you figure out how to spell the word in hiragana? Okay, here's the answer. け、small つ、こ、ん、結婚 You place the small z for the extra consonant K here. By the way, on the side note, 結婚 means marriage as a noun. But if you want to say get married, you add the verb do, します to this noun and say 結婚します。結婚します。This is how to say to get married in Japanese. So for instance, if you want to say I'm going to get married next year, which is 来年 in Japanese, you say 私は来年結婚します。私は来年結婚します。I'm going to get married next year. You can learn all about Japanese verbs and particles like this in my online course, Japanese 3. Join us if you are interested. I'll leave the information in the description box below. Okay, let's get back to the lesson about double consonants. Here is a question for you. How do you pronounce these two words? They look very similar to each other, right? But the difference is that one has small z in the middle and the other doesn't. Can you differentiate the pronunciation of these two words? Okay, here's how you pronounce them. The first one is さか、さか、さか。It takes 3 beats. The second one is さか、さか、さか。It takes only 2 beats. These are real Japanese words and they mean completely different things. 作家 means a professional writer or author. On the other hand, 坂 means a slope. Do you hear the difference when I pronounce them a little faster? 坂、坂、坂、坂、坂、坂. Double consonants are very hard for non-Japanese people to catch by just listening. But as you get used to Japanese sounds, you will eventually be able to hear the difference. So don't worry too much about it, okay? Even if you cannot hear the difference between saka and then saka, for instance, usually you can tell which one was said from the context of the conversation. Now, can you figure out how to pronounce this phrase? How many beats are there? This is a Japanese expression meaning please go and come back. And we say this when we see somebody off, somebody who shares the same space as you, such as house or office. And the phrase entails the wish for the person's safe return as well. In English, there is no equivalent expression to this one because they simply say bye or see you later in the situation. But anyway, how do you pronounce this phrase? You need to pay attention to the small z in 2 locations and then also glide combination here. How many beats would you give to pronounce this phrase? Okay, the answer is 7 beats. いってらっしゃい。いってらっしゃい。いってらっしゃい。いってらっしゃい。Again, you have to give 1 beat of silence for each small z here and then 1 beat for the glide combination here. Very good. Here's the final task for you in today's lesson. Please pronounce these 3 words with double consonants. Ticket, slowly, and good looking in Japanese. Please pause the video here and say these 3 words to yourself before I give you the answers, okay? Okay, here are the answers. 切符、切符、ゆっくり、ゆっくり、かっこいい、かっこいい。And this is how you spell these words in ひらがな。切符、切符、ゆっくり、ゆっくり、かっこいい、かっこいい。Please like this video if you enjoyed it and also subscribe to my channel. ではまた次のレッスンで会いましょう。